welcome back to Wunu, your weekly Universal news and updates. I make weekly edits of all of the changes that I can find in the parks for you to enjoy. If you have any ways I can improve my content, please tell me in the comments. But you're not here to see an intro, so let's go straight into our first topic. Construction! You saw the thumbnail and the name of the video, you know what I'm going to talk about first. So, the cars for the Velocicoaster have now had an official design video. This trailer showed us many things, and obviously the cars being the main one. In this video, we can see that the carts are silver and blue colored, and are made with the InGen logo on them. These cars look super cool and high-tech, but they also are high-tech. These ride vehicles have lights built into the top of them, slightly like those that are on Hollywood Rip Red Rocket, but instead at the top of the seats rather than along the bottom of the cars. And the final thing about the cars that this video says is just some filler words. This video says that the cars are designed for speed and engineered for the hunts. But the video showed us something else interesting too. It gave us a real-life official POV of the first launch. Although this clip is only a couple seconds long, it is the first ever real clip of the ride we have yet seen. Before this, everything was computer generated. But that's not it for these cars. We also got some official photos of the cars, showing us even more details. Though these details are too different from what the video showed us, but they do make one thing clear, and that is that there are scratch marks down the front of the first car. And, yeah, again, these photos and cars look absolutely amazing. I mean, seriously, just look at these things. So something else big that happened on the ride this week is that testing is no longer limited to nighttime. Daytime testing has started, and now that the black carts aren't against the black sky, it's much easier to see how smooth this coaster looks. I mean, seriously, that looks as smooth as the skincare ads state your skin will be after using their products. So next up is the ever-going war between the construction workers and the ospreys. So this week, last week's nest has been removed as per usual, but the osprey still persevered, and it came back to build its nest up again. But even after all the effort that was put into building the nest, the workers ended up taking it down again. So this round goes to construction. So as for actual additions to the ride, this week, and actually past weeks too, some painting on the supports has been happening. This happening resulted in random patches of the supports being different colors than other parts, but when the painting is done, the tracks will be solid black. The next addition is that over the outdoor queue that has been built for quite a long time now, a second layer of roof is starting to be added. This roof is probably just for show and isn't going to serve any particular purpose other than that. Next is some lagoon changes. Here more panels have been placed along the lagoon wall, and also some additional floating plants have been added to accompany the support plants that were added last week. Finally, for the Velocicoaster is a small fence that has been placed along some of the edges. I'm not sure if it's temporary or permanent, but it's there. So something else in this topic that is not the Velocicoaster can still be found on Isla Nublar. This is that a small area of construction walls have been placed over a path in the land. I have no clue what they are here for, but I have no doubt that they will be down soon. So that was a lot of updates, but want to look at some news instead in my next topic. Some general news. So this week, this topic is actually a bit all over the place. So let's start this week with an actual news article that came out with some interesting information. In this, the Universal Creative Chief states that the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is not done. Now, trying not to get too deep into what this article says for time purposes, it basically states that as the Wizarding World story expands more and more, so does the opportunity for the parks to add more and more to the land. And the other thing that this brings up is that in a part where all of the new wizarding things are listed, they list fantastic beasts and where to find them. Though this is not saying anything official, it definitely adds to the chances that the speculated land for this story may in fact be coming to Epic Universe. So actually visiting the parks, we can see some physical changes. The first of these is that the rope barricade that was set up in Toon Lagoon to stop guests from getting too close to the Velocicoaster was removed. However, they only did this to replace the rope with a more sturdy, stronger looking metal fence to block the path. Also by the Velocicoaster this week, a hot set was put in place. There is no signage telling us what it is for, however my only hope is that it's a set by Universal that will be used to give us a sneak peek of the Velocicoaster. However, not concerning the Velocicoaster, something else happened. That is that in Seuss Landing, Thing 1 and Thing 2 and the Cat in the Hat could be found doing meet and greets. This is a new thing, so I guess that Uni just wanted to use the Grinch's stage for something. Also in Seuss Landing, Guy M.I. and Sam I Am could be found doing meet and greets just like the Cat in the Hat. So also this week, some crowds happened, and in fact this led to the park's hitting capacity this Saturday. Although there was nothing out of the ordinary, as the parks are always busy on the weekends, the different thing is that Universal stated that they were more than likely not going to let any more people in the park that day, and to come back another one. Now, that is something that we haven't seen before, and hopefully we don't have to see it again. So finally, because of these crowds, some more food needed to be available. This was solved by reopening the Monsters Cafe. It seems that this location is only going to be open for crowds, which is kind of bad for anyone who likes the aura that that place gives off. So speaking of aura, let's look at what will give you a happy aura in my next topic. Food, more food, and also the restaurants that sell them. Yep, this is food and restaurants. So all of this week's food happenings are sold in the same place, Studio Sweets. Here we can see new seasonal cupcakes, seasonal candy apples, eggnog fudge, and cool mint chocolate fudge. All of these look amazing and are probably not the healthiest thing. But who cares? You're at Universal, so you're already treating yourself, so why not continue that trend? Did someone say trend? Well, I did. But do you want to know what is one of the most trendy things in December? Well, you can see in my next topic. Holidays! And this is the first of my extremely short topics, so hold on to your butts. So this week, Puss in Boots was added to the meet and greets in Universal's holiday experience featuring Macy's balloons. He joins King Julian and Gingy in the ranks of character there. Okay, so short topic 1 down. On to my second and final short topic. Universal Orlando Annual Pass Holder News. So this topic can be super short or quite long, but this week it's the short one. So this week, because December started, the new button came out, being the Churro Love button. This is probably my favorite button so far. And also remember, if you have a pass, these are completely free if you go pick them up at the lounge. Hey, speaking of completely free, let's talk about what isn't completely free in my next topic. Stores, clothes, souvenirs, yada yada yada. It's merchandise. So this week, the Tribute Store got even more Earl the Squirrel merchandise. That includes hats, mugs, and a nut job license plate. Also in the Tribute Store, and I think that these are new, but I'm not too sure, are some Christmas-themed rubber ducks. These things are so cute, and whatever you use them for, if you do use them, I'm sure it will make it 10 times better with these. So not in the Tribute Store, but instead in the Wizarding World, some new mini backpacks are sold. They are themed to all of the houses and look pretty cool. Originally, when I saw pictures, I thought they were Loungefly bags, but apparently not. So that's all the news and updates that I could find in Universal Orlando this week. This has been a fun week for me, and it's just the right pot of porridge that I need. It has some big updates, but not too many, and enough information, but not too much. But anyways, if you like my videos, make sure to leave a like and or subscribe, and if you made it this far in the video, you are a legend. So with all that said and done, this is Wuno, signing off.